Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady. And our first story today is about a lady who really wanted Alfredo sauce. Alfredo sauce! Nothing too controversial, but this had my coworker cracking up. The day before New Year's, I ran into the Safeway by my house to pick up some items for a brunch I was throwing the next day. I've never been to this Safeway and was just popping in from after the gym, so I had my hair in a messy bun, I was wearing sweatpants and a hoodie, and had my headphones on with the basket in my hand, and I'm looking at cappers when I get this feeling like I'm being watched. I turn around, and there's this old lady with her cart parked practically up my butt, and she's beet red with her mouth open like she's in shock. Startled, I pop off my headphones, which were on full blast, listening to the Deftones or something else loud, so no wonder I didn't hear her. And I'm like, foolishly, "Can I help you?" I work in customer service. It's a habit for me to be helpful, and this is how the conversation went. Old lady, "Alfredo sauce." Me, shocked and confused. "Excuse me?" Old lady, "Did you not hear me the first time? Maybe if you took those damn things off your head, you could hear me." Me, still kind of confused and not grasping the situation. Low blood sugar. "Wait, what?" "Alfredo sauce." Me, Oh, I'm sorry, I don't work. Old lady, Alfredo sauce. Do you not know what Alfredo sauce is?" Me. Old lady. Me. Old lady. Me. Aisle 4. The lady takes off. I have no clue what awaits her on aisle 4, but I'm not sticking around to find out. I finish my shopping, head to self-checkout, grab my bags, and head to the front door. I lock eyes with the lady as she's exiting the soda aisle. On one hand, Alfredo sauce is amazing, and I can see why any human would get upset. But on the other hand, what person in their right mind would think that someone with headphones in and a basket with groceries would be an employee instead of a customer? And we move on to our second story. Are toilet attendants even a thing anymore? I've never seen one. So last weekend, I was out to dinner and drinks to celebrate my friend getting his dream job. We went to a restaurant in an entertainment complex. It has a casino, restaurants, bars, and a theater. I drove with a friend, and we both got there and needed to use the restroom before going to dinner. Girls always go to the toilet in pairs, of course. The restroom we went to was just outside the theater entrance. There was a show later that evening, so there were a few people waiting ahead of us for a toilet. My friend went ahead of me, and I was the last person waiting when an older woman walked in. She was dressed extravagantly, in a delightfully sunny yellow tweed dress and jacket, strings of pearls, gemstones, brooches, gravity-defying beehive kind of hairdo. Not sure if she was going to the theater or dinner at the captain's table on the Titanic. At the time, I was dressed up in typical Saturday night attire, a black cocktail dress, heels, full hair and makeup, and a sparkly clutch tucked under my arm. So I'm standing there, waiting to pee, when the older woman glides past me toward the stalls. She sees they are all full and stops, turns on her heels, and addresses me. "Lady, they're occupied?" Me. "Yup." She cocks her head to the side, throws me the same look as Taylor Swift at the start of the Shake It Off video. You know the face, the face. "Lady, yes?" I realized then that she was being a condescending B-word and correcting my grammar. Me. Yes? Lady. Yeah, LOL, okay. I kind of stand there dumbfounded, and I'm sure I actually smirked to myself a bit. Random stranger throwing shade at me. This'll be a fun tale to tell at dinner. The woman steps back towards the sinks where I'm standing and looks like she's about to set her handbag down on the counter. Then she sees that it's wet and stops and turns to me again. "Lady, these countertops are wet." Me. "Yes, they are." Lady, "I could have ruined my handbag if I'd not noticed that puddle there." Me. "Is it real leather? You know you can protect it against water and stains using leather protector spray. They sell it at shoe stores. I used to work in a shoe store. I spray all my leather shoes and bags with it, so I guess that's why it came to mind." I tried to match her condescending tone when I said it. She definitely noticed. Lady, "Excuse me?" Me. "Yes." Lady, "I do not appreciate your unsolicited advice. You need to stop talking and clean this up. Does your generation not understand how to respect others?" At this point, most people would have put two and two together and realized she thought I was a toilet attendant. But I'd had a few cheeky wines before we left the house, and I'd never seen a toilet attendant outside of the movies, so that thought hadn't occurred to me. So I just stood there with a bemused look on my face, trying to come up with a sassy response. She raised her eyebrows and shrugged her shoulders at me as if to say, "Well?" I had nothing. I was too amused. I just let out a giggle. "Lady, good Lord, what is the matter with you?" She stomped towards me and reached for the paper towel dispenser on the wall behind me, dramatically pulling a sheet out and stomping back to the counter to wipe it down. Lady, ranting to herself, "Useless. Absolutely useless. Ridiculous. Teenagers are getting lazier and lazier." By the way, I'm 26. "This is theater, for heaven's sake. What's your name?" Me. Why?" Lady, "Because I am reporting you to your management." Oh, I get it now. It was so funny and absurd to me that I did this weird laugh, scoff thing, and nearly choked on my words. At this point, my friend is finally done and walking towards us from her stall. Me. "Oh my God, you think I work in here? In the toilet? I'm just waiting to pee." Lady. Me. "Do toilet attendants even exist anymore?" Me, to my friend. "Is that still a thing?" My friend just shrugged. The woman had nothing to say back to me. She opened her mouth to say something, but instead did this big dramatic sigh and stomped past me to the now vacant toilet stall. B-word stole my place in line. I couldn't help myself and called out after her, "Is your generation not familiar with waiting in queues?" Nailed it. I decided then to be the bigger person and not wait around for round two. We headed off to the restaurant. I'm not at that store and really don't care. During weekends, I work at a pizza place as a CSR, where all I do is answer the phone and take orders and get people their food who come up to our drive-thru window and cash them out and sometimes help make pizzas if there's no customers. We only do dine-in or pick up and don't do delivery at all. There's another store for delivery a block away, so normally I just give them their number, or if they're in another store's delivery area, I'll give them that number. But there are those customers that will call and complain about their pizzas not being delivered, and usually me simply saying, "We aren't the ones delivering," makes them shut up and they apologize. They got the wrong store. But one lady decided she was going to continue to complain. Phone rings. I go to pick it up. In a cheerful tone, "Hello, thank you for calling Pizza Place. My name is Ericana. Would you like to place an order for dine-in or pickup?" Very irate lady. "Where the hell is my pizza? I've been standing out in the rain for the last 2 hours. Me. "Ma'am, we aren't a delivery store. Which store did you call for your order?" Lady. "I know you aren't. Store that's actually in another county. I'm asking if you know where my pizza is. My 4 kids are hungry and I'm standing here outside in the rain pregnant." Me. "Well, have you tried calling the other store to find out where your order is?" Lady. "Yes, and they won't answer. I want you to go there and find out where my pizza is." So I pick up the clipboard with numbers on it and find the other store's number as I listen to this lady basically telling me her sob story about her horrible husband and how many kids she has, just letting her rant it off as if I really don't care since she's taking up a line. Me. "Ma'am, I have no power to do anything about the other store. I can give you their number and the customer service center number, and that's it." Lady. "What about your manager's number?" Me. "Even if I could, she wouldn't be able to do anything about it as that isn't her store." Lady. "Regional manager's number." Me. "Only managers are allowed to have their numbers." "I'm sorry, ma'am. There's nothing I can do as my job is just to take pizza orders." "Good evening, ma'am." This lady started cursing up a storm, so I just sighed and hung up. Shift leader looked at me. SL. "Complaint about delivery?" Me. "Yeah, from the other county store." SL. "Did you give them the corporate number?" Me. "Yep." SL. "All right, that's all you can do." Since there are no orders, I give her and the waitress a quick rundown of the conversation, and we all just started laughing because we really had no power. But people think we do have power over other stores' drivers. If you really can't wait, just drive down there to get your pizza. She thought I was her personal paparazzi. So a few years ago, a friend of mine was having a birthday party. Although it was a relatively small house party of maybe 30 or so guests, the theme was Hollywood glamour. So she hired a red carpet for her front stairs and some cool lighting so everyone could walk the red carpet as they arrived. I'd received a really good Canon EOS camera for my birthday a few years prior, and B asked if I'd bring it along and take photos on the red carpet. I, of course, obliged. Now, I'm not much of a photographer, but I had the camera set to auto, so it was pretty well point and shoot, and I took a few photos as people arrived, chatted with the people that I knew, and sipped on bubbles. It was all a bit of fun taking photos for my friend. Every now and then, someone else would get me to take a pic of them with another guest or two. No big deal. Until one of the guests started dragging me away from conversations to take her photo and getting huffy when I didn't notice a photo op. At one point, she even gave me that rude "come here" hand gesture a-holes do to signal over waitstaff. She then attempted to pose like a Hollywood starlet while I snapped a photo of her and a couple of the other guests. Being that I was a guest myself, and being a dress-up party, I was quite clearly dressed as one in full Dita Von Teese glam. I started to get quite PO'd, so I made a point of putting down my camera and slipping into party guest mode, chatting to some people I knew. In jest, one of them called me Miss Photographer. The lady who kept summing me like her personal paparazzi was standing not far away, so I made a big, dramatic, self-depreciating comment about how I was no one's photographer, and B had just asked me to bring my camera along to get a few good shots. After overhearing this, she took the hint and must have been super embarrassed because she avoided me the rest of the night. Just to add a little context here too, this lady had actually met me before at a previous event I'd attended with my friend. If she hadn't been so busy treating me like a wayward caterer, she might have recognized me or realized that photographers don't tend to turn up to paying gigs in rhinestone bras and fishnets. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.